Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. A search is underway in Nebraska for a man involved in an officer-involved shooting in western South Dakota. According to the Attorney General's office, it began with a pursuit Friday morning involving Oglala Sioux Tribal Police. The pursuit started on the Pine Ridge Reservation and ended in Fall River County, where the driver allegedly ran off. Tribal police have identified the suspect as Cody Dittman, who allegedly swerved at officers during the pursuit. At this point, authorities are not saying who fired the weapon, but they say one person was injured and that person is not a member of law enforcement. The global trade war is having an impact on this year's Sculpture Walk in downtown Sioux Falls. A Canadian artist who's had works displayed at Sculpture Walk for 5 years says his newest piece would have been subject to a 25% tariff if his sculpture hadn't already been on display in Minnesota.
If I'd had to bring one from Canada, I probably wouldn't have brought it. So, in fact, I know another artist that declined to send her piece.
The Sculpture Walk board says another Canadian artist was able to avoid paying a tariff by bringing their sculpture up from Texas. Crews are scheduled to complete installing all 80 sculptures later today. Thanks to someone we've come to know well in our KELOLAND newsroom, a Huron man has been able to see video of himself serving in the Vietnam War back in 1971. Hannah Foster sought out this video showing her father, Kenneth Olson, who at the time had not even celebrated his 20th birthday yet. And as it turns out, the video was in the CBS News archives, prompting Olson to reflect upon his time in Vietnam.
I always believed in never asking my men to do anything I wouldn't do myself. So we were getting resupplied, and those were 81 millimeter mortar rounds.
Olson is now 73 and semi-retired. His daughter, Hannah, worked as a producer in our KELOLAND newsroom for more than a decade. Let's take a first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Jalen Borison in the Storm Center. Good morning, Jalen.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, KELOLAND. A pretty chilly start to our day with temperatures getting into the 30s, but that won't last for long. We have a high pressure system hanging out in the region, bringing us light winds as well as dry skies. That's going to continue as we head into today, with temperatures getting back to above average across KELOLAND. 68 for a high here in Sioux Falls, with winds continuing to stay light from the south. 71 Aberdeen, 72 in Pierre, and warmer out to the west towards Rapid City at 74 degrees. As we head into the overnight hours, going to be a gorgeous night as well, with seasonable lows for this time of year, mainly in the 40s, but those clear skies are going to continue. And as we head into tomorrow, even warmer temperatures here to the east. 74 for a high in Sioux Falls, with plenty of sunshine once again. 76 in Aberdeen, 77 in Pierre, and even an 80 possible out to the west. Those warm temperatures will continue into next week, and we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you very much, Jalen. The new parking rules go into effect for downtown Sioux Falls starting today. Metered parking spots now require payment on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Parking in public ramps and lots will remain free all day on Saturdays and Sundays and after 5 p.m. on weekdays. The enforcement change affects 900 on-street parking spaces throughout downtown Sioux Falls. A new initiative is incorporating zoo animals and other creatures into literacy and science education. It involves the Promising Futures Fund, the Sioux Falls School District, and the Sioux Falls Zoo and Aquarium. Kindergartners from Garfield Elementary are wrapping up the first year of the project. On Friday, they gathered information about zoo animals. They'll use the zoo visit to write reports for school.
When we start talking about lions and tigers, and you can see that in a book, and you might be able to see that in a video, but to see it right here at the zoo in real life just creates a stronger connection, deeper understanding of those animals.
The program will eventually expand to kindergarten, first and second grades in all of the district's elementaries. A $50,000 grant from the Mary Chilton chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution Foundation is helping fund that project. The Sioux Falls Home Expo is a place to find local experts for your next home remodeling project. The expo is taking place at the Sioux Falls Convention Center and Arena from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday's hours are 11 to 4. Admission is free. Farmers Market season kicks off today in Sioux Falls. The Falls Park Farmers Market is open every Saturday from now through October. The hours are 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Nyberg's Ace at 41st in Minnesota in Sioux Falls is hosting a free Mother's Day themed kids club. Kids are invited to design a free flower pot for Mom from 2 to 3 p.m. Registration is highly preferred, so they have enough supplies on hand. And racing season gets underway at I-90 Speedway in Hartford tonight. Gates open at 5, hot laps are at 6:30, and the races start at 7. Admission is $17, $7 for children, and free for ages 12 and under. Jalen?
A gorgeous day out there, very pleasant, as well as temperatures get back to above average across KELOLAND in the 60s and some 70s out there. 68 for a high in Sioux Falls, 71 in Aberdeen, 70 in Yankton. Plenty of sunshine for everyone. 72 in Pierre, 74 in Rapid City. It's going to be a great day for any outdoor activities, as well as a great weekend in general. 74 on Sunday with the sunshine continuing, and into Monday as well. 76 degrees. We'll stay in the 70s here in Sioux Falls as we go throughout the week. Mainly dry conditions and even an 80 going into next weekend. And in Aberdeen, sunshine for the weekend as well as into the start of next week. 77 on Monday. Staying in the 70s through the week. 76 there on Thursday with mostly clear skies, and it's some 80s possible for Friday. And in the Pierre area, windier conditions to start off our week. 77 degrees, but we'll stay warm into Monday with a chance for some rain showers on Tuesday. Otherwise, very mild temperatures and dry conditions going into the rest of the week. And in Rapid City, sunshine in store for Sunday. 79 degrees with windy conditions, but some more unsettled weather moving in for the start of the week with a chance for some rain showers. Cooler temperature on Tuesday, but otherwise staying mild through the week.